Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be a reading for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. This is going to be a full moon in Scorpio reading from May 7th until we have the full moon in Sagittarius on June 5th. As some of you may know, that Scorpio is ruled by Mars, which is an intense fire energy, and also Pluto, which is about depth and power and transformation. This full moon is going to be intense, to say the least. We have the moon in Scorpio and the sun in Taurus, and this creates sort of the push and the pull with the strength and the intimacy and the emotional depth of the Scorpion versus the press and the everyday, very practical, steady bull, that earthy bull energy. So be prepared that things that were hidden are going to come to light. They may not all be really good things, but it will definitely induce a cycle of healing. Be prepared for deep insights and transformations, okay, on a personal level, and within the community, and even within the global community. And don't be afraid of doing the shadow work. Scorpio really is about digging and getting into those emotional depths and seeing what's been hidden and what needs to come to light and what needs to be healed. So without further ado, let's go ahead and invite spirit, angels, ancestors, loved ones who have passed, and our spirit guides to this space to deliver the messages that we need to hear for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Messages for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs from May 7th to June 5th. Messages for Virgo, from May 7th to June 5th. Messages for Virgo, May 7th to June 5th. All right, I like it, Virgo. Overall energy is the Sun card. I love this. This is Leo energy, but this is all about partnership. This is about co-creation. This is about happiness. This is about optimism. This is about you letting your creative energy flow, allowing this huge release that's going to give you so much personal happiness and growth, and it's like coming out of the shadows and standing in the sun, and I just get this feeling of relief, this big sigh, like finally I can relax a little bit, because I do know my Virgos have been in, as most of us, as I say us because my rising sign is in Virgo, most of us have been a little bit tense lately. Okay, and maybe over worrying a bit. So this is a beautiful energy that I want you to really sit with. And if you haven't started to feel it already, I want you to know that it's coming. Okay, the happiest card in the deck, Virgo, is your overall energy. So powerful stuff. The first card out is where you are right now, and immediately, Virgo, I got this hit, this intuitive download here that, yeah, I think that you've experienced a little bit of emotional disappointment with, it's either within a relationship or with friends and family or on a work project or what have you, where you are completely committed. Virgos are very committed to, they're very loyal, very committed souls. They're committed to service, they're to helping others. Very steady, very honorable sign. But the Knight of Cups here, I feel like he's taking a look at the people that are supposed to be around him, and he's questioning, are you really as devoted to this as I am? Or I thought we agreed to do X, Y, and Z. And I feel like you're looking back and you're starting to realize that you might have to go it alone, whether that's true or not. But these are the feelings that are coming up. Like, I've got to do this alone because I'm requiring a lot of commitment. I'm willing to do it on my own. You understand that not everybody has that same work ethic or that same drive or that same level of commitment in this relationship or in this whatever this relates to. And I think you're coming to that realization, and I do feel that there's a sense of disappointment. For others of you, there's not disappointment, you're just trying to suss everybody else out, because I feel like you're about ready to cross through, to go through this gateway here. Really moving into, taking things to the next level, whether it's a relationship or moving, higher up in your job, or, whatever it might be. You're about to go through this beautiful, beautiful transformation, and you're just wondering if you can take anybody with you, or who's there with you, who's willing to show up, for you or with you in the same capacity. Now, the way you're projecting yourself to the world, so we have the Knight and then we have the Page. It's a younger energy, Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is all about passion. He's about excitement. It's also the beginning of a spiritual journey. Pages are also messengers, and they're optimism. So people do see you as charismatic, that you're really excited about whatever this is that you're doing. I think you're more committed than people might understand or might realize. People might see you as like, starting something new, but Virgo, I think it's something that you've been keeping to yourself for a while and is more important than you let on. Okay, and the Page of Wands, he's all about coming out. He's all about, you know what, I'm ready for this. I want to jump right into this. Let's do it. Okay, and the only sort of setback, or the only negative to this card can be, make sure that you're not being impulsive. But Virgo, I know you're not. You're a Virgo, right? Virgos aren't impulsive. It's it's just not. It's not within our nature. All right. So what's blocking you is the King of Wands. Now this could be an actual person. Okay, so for some of you, this might be a romantic relationship. It might be it might be the other person. But for others of you, it could be a feeling of knowing that you can attract anyone and everything. He's the person that gets it done. And I'm picking up, Virgo, on a little bit of self-doubt here, that more, if it's not somebody else who's Leo, Aries, Sag energy that's in your way or blocking you, like a boss, or it could be a parental figure, or again, I do pick up on maybe it's in a relationship and it's the other person. But the King of Wands is all about action, and he's all about, he's all about money. He's also all about spirituality. He can attract, lovers, work, whatever it is he wants. And he's not, sometimes he's portrayed as being opulent and having, the best of the best, but other times he's portrayed as, you know what, I've got this simple wand and it'll do. I can do anything with this. It has like 800 different uses. And so for some of us, some of my Virgos out there, I'm feeling like you're worried about, if you have what it takes, or do you have enough. But I feel like your sheer courage and your sheer strength and will is going to be tested, and that you are a man or woman or person of action. Okay, and there might be something in the past that's creating just a tiny little nugget of self-doubt here. Okay. Now, what you need to do to overcome these obstacles, the Eight of Swords. This is all about communication. The Eight of Swords is also all about, it's about self-doubt. Okay, and that's what I was picking up on with the King of Wands. Like, and Spirit is saying, you are such a magnetic and capable person, but there's a nugget of self-doubt that's crept in here for whatever reason. Past failures, hurts, traumas. We're moving into retrograde season, so you're going to see a lot of that stuff coming back. And especially with this scorpionic energy of, it's all about digging deep and doing a lot of shadow work. So things that you thought were healed that might not be quite healed, that you have to, that you might have to really attack at this point. And, really attacking that nervous energy, that overanalysis paralysis, the coulda, woulda, shoulda, the what ifs, and taking yourself out of the present. So Spirit's saying it's really important that you stay in the present. Keep your focus, Virgo. You can do this because your energy is charismatic, is committed. This is something that's very important to you. And I feel like a lot of people don't realize that. Okay, but that's not really what matters here. What matters is that you have the courage and the self-confidence to do this. Okay, and it may be something really huge. Maybe something really huge. We do have, two major arcanas coming up in your reading. What can you do within in order to help achieve those desires? This is the Judgment card. Quit being so harsh on yourself. Quit being so harsh on yourself. That's what I'm picking up on. There's something here that, you know, you said like, well, last time I really messed this up, either with this person, or maybe it's just in love in general. Maybe it's a business investment that went sour or went south. You know, and it's all about, you know, not making snap judgments about yourself or others, okay, or not allowing anybody else's snap judgment of you affect you and take any of your self-confidence, or help or create any self-doubt within yourself. The Judgment card is a card of second chances. What are you bringing to the table? And Virgo, you're all heart, you're all passion in this, you know, and you've got what it takes. You just have to believe in it, okay? And the Judgment card's beautiful because this is all about, you know, everything that you've done, that you've been working towards. This is all about, you know, a final judgment being made on that, and I see it being made in your favor, okay? Now, what you can learn from the outside world or others to help you manifest your goals, you have the Chariot energy, an important Cancer in your life. Some of you might have Cancer in your chart. And this is also all about success. This is about somebody who, you know, this is rapid success. This is the warrior. This is the strength. This is somebody who's been through a lot, and, you know, they stand strong and firm in their beliefs, and, you know, they're able to go where they want because they've been able to cut through any of that self-doubt. This is about being a creative problem solver, finding solutions to problems that might not be conventional. Okay, those problems or those solutions. The way I said that was kind of funny. You know, the Chariot card again, this is, you know, this is a brilliant success. This is you standing in your power. You know, the Charioteer is completely aligned, usually holding a wand, potency. Okay, again, for some of us, it's going to be, you know, sexual attraction, you know, being, you know, the person that your partner needs or wants, or, you know, being the person or the partner that you want, and therefore attracting that person or that energy into your life. Because your outcome card, Virgo, is the Ace of Cups. This is your rejuvenation. You know, this cup is being filled. This is new love. This is a giant blessing. This is getting back into that space, anchoring yourself in unconditional love for others and for yourself. And that's where you're not only going to gain your self-confidence, but where you're going to be wildly successful. All right, Virgo. So I'm using the Santa Muerte Tarot deck, and I'm now going to pull from the Good Tarot for additional messages for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Transformation. Look at that. Scorpionic energy. Major transformation taking place, Virgo. And that's for everyone. This is just Scorpio showing up in your reading. You know, this Scorpio full moon is going to be intense. It's going to be powerful. You know, things that are hidden or things that you thought you had taken care of, they're going to rear their ugly head. And it might not feel unpleasant, but it's going to be really necessary for inducing a cycle of healing. And be prepared for wildly deep transformations and insights about people, relationships, and about yourself. But you can see, you know, this is a little girl represented on this card, and it's all about bringing that, taking a newness to how do I say this? Sorry, I'm fumbling with my words. Taking, you know, beginner mind to this, trying to see this transformation and this change through the eyes of a child, or as yourself as innocent, or the people or person that you're dealing with also as innocent, okay? And that's not ignoring, you know, the things that people have done or said to you, okay, by any means, but also sort of having a deep understanding of why something may have happened. But don't dwell on that, okay? Don't dwell on it. Don't get stuck in the why. You know, figure out, you know, your solutions, how you're going to move forward, because you're definitely moving forward. You're definitely moving into something beautiful here. All right. And then you guys get the 10 of air. Something may be coming to an end. I love these feathers here. This is a reminder that your angels are around you. If you do need angelic help and guidance, that you do have to ask for it, okay, dear Virgo? Because there's some sort of major ending that's bringing a new beginning. And you have to be strong. You have to trust. You have to trust yourself here. 10 of Swords. It's an unpleasant ending, but it needed to happen. Just don't resist it. 4 of air, healing, I love it. It's inducing healing. This transformation is setting you off into a healing journey. Okay, some of you guys might have been in denial about what needs to happen here, either within or within a certain relationship or at work, and you've been walking around thinking that something was healed when it wasn't, or ignoring it, okay? Because Virgos, let's face it, we're kind of like, put your head down, get back to work. We've got the show must go on. I don't matter so much. I can deal with that later. I'm strong. I'll get through it. Well, Spirit's saying, hey, it's time to address those things. Okay, because there's some really nice things coming to you. All right, and then you get the Seven of Air. Look at that. So this is interesting because the Seven of Swords is all about, it can be a card of old crimes. Look at that. Bottom of the deck, Ace of Air, clarity and a new direction. Again, Virgo, you guys are going to be receiving messages here. A message that may bring about an ending. It may be, maybe a message that you feared would happen or that you would hear. You may have been sort of ignoring your instincts or your intuition. You may have been ignoring red flags. For some of you, it's going to be about a relationship, and it's going to bring about an ending, something that's just either, when I say unforgivable, but it's just like unacceptable, and you're going to have to move forward. Okay, you can't get stuck in victim mentality. You can't get stuck in the coulda, woulda, shouldas. You can't get stuck in berating yourself, being overly judgmental of yourself or anybody else, and for that matter. What's important is that you focus on the healing. You focus on this new beginning. You do all of the work to transform and transmute this energy from something negative into something positive. The Seven of Air is about being introspective and taking a look at what has been taking from you versus what has been supporting you. And the King of Cups, the Knight of Cups here, he's about to cross over. He's about to go through this gateway, this transformation, okay? And he's really taking a look and seeing like, wow, I really thought somebody here or someone was supportive of me, and they're not. And that's this information. Okay, so something hidden, it's this scorpionic, this plutonic energy, something hidden is coming to light, and it may not be all good, but it's going to bring about healing, and it's, and that knowledge is going to be power for you, Scorpio. Okay, not Scorpio, for you, Virgo. Apologies. All right, there may be something in the Scorpio reading, or it just may be because we're dealing with this scorpionic energy. All right, Virgo, let's go ahead and pull. I'm pulling from the Magic of You Oracle. So to unlock your hidden truths. This is by Fiona Horn, if you guys are interested. But what's beautiful, Scorpio, is, this gateway. He's going through this gateway. And on the other side, it's the sun. It's happiness. Underneath there, you do have the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is somebody who this was nasty. Somebody, I think, was very subversive, and you didn't want to believe it or you didn't see it. And this is you moving away from this energy. He's taken one last look back at this relationship or at this situation. And after that, Virgo, you're not looking back, because there's like fire and happiness, healing that needs to take place. Closing the door, man. This is you guys closing the door on something that it wasn't nice. I really do feel that, Virgo. I think somebody was either taking advantage of you, stealing from you, somebody who might have been two-timing you, whatever it might be. There was a lack of loyalty here. And I picked that up right away. That, that Knight of Cups, he's just looking back at me like, are you for real? Is this really what's been going on? And deep down, always sort of knowing it, because he's quite intuitive as well. Making moves, going through this gateway to reach his happiness, his or her happiness. Wow, Virgo. Hasn't been easy, has it? You guys get Bool, transform the way you see. Yeah, look at that. So again, some of you might have been ignoring red flags. Some of you might have had rose-colored glasses on about a job or a person. Everything I've just been saying. It's time to see things for the way they really are, Virgo. And then you get resilience, burn away the past. Wow, can this be more clear? Whatever this is, it's time to go. Chariot energy is staring at me. Time to move forward. Knight of Cups. He's moving forward. He's like with or without you. And most likely it's without. Most likely it's going to be a solitary journey, but not for long, because there is a coming together. Wow. All right. Final message for Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Whoop, that's it. You guys got Bloodstone. I am not surprised. Not surprised. Number 11. I've been tripping over my words all morning, you guys. Bloodstone is all about perseverance, right, my dear Virgos? Bloodstone has always had a powerful connection with maintaining vitality, regulating menstruation, and staunching blood loss, as well as purifying the kidneys. So again, there's a big detox that's going on here, and when I get with it's like cauterizing this wound, I think that's what you're doing, because we see that hemorrhage here with the Seven of Air. Seven of Swords, that somebody is taking from you or something. Okay, again, it could be a recurring charge on your bank account, but someone or something that was taking your time, your energy, your love, and your resources. And this is all about regaining your vitality, closing up, cauterizing that wound. Okay, detoxification and chaos precede transmutation, and I feel that. I feel like this was very chaotic. It might have had you in this nervous energy for quite a while. Perseverance is needed. Locked doors open. Look at that. Obstacles are swept away and romance blossoms. Ace of Cups. Okay. Preserve your good reputation. Recognize your enemies and keep them close. Do not be deceived. A farewell is called for. Mourn appropriately and let go. Wow. Burn away the past. Wow, Virgo. Wow. You are a spiritual warrior. Be assertive. Yeah, look at that. King of Wands, Page of Wands, this energy. So you have a page, a knight, and a king. This is also speaking to you finally being assertive, Virgo. You finally sort of standing up for what it is you want and need. And that's burning away someone or something from the past. Obviously not literally, right? You want to preserve your good reputation. You don't want to, especially with this Judgment card, this is all about like, do what you know is right. Remember that, you're always being watched. Okay, not as in somebody stalking you or, but remember that you want to be able to sleep well at night. So don't bow down to this person or this situation's level. We see that Five of Swords and you have the Seven of Swords. That's nasty energy that's been around you, Virgo. And it's time to move on from it and leave karma up to the universe. There's nothing you have to do. What you have to do is heal. You need to close this door. You need to transmute this energy. You need to trust yourself, your self-confidence, be assertive, walk away. I mean, really, guys, doesn't get more clear than that. Bloodstone is a beautiful stone. If you guys do crystal Reiki or if you work with crystal energy, it's something that you could right now, if you can go to a store and get it, or you can order it online. Might be a stone that you want to start working with, or, if you have crystal cards, the cards are just as effective. Okay. All right, you guys, Virgos, I love you so much. This was quite intense, but do remember, happiest card in the deck is your overall energy, and your outcome is the Ace of Cups, unconditional love. So please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, comment, share, ring that notification bell. But most of all, I want to thank you for all your love and support, and I hope you have an absolutely beautiful day. Take care.